What's going on YouTube? Chronos here and welcome back to the PSO2 video. So today's just going to be a quick little news video about some stuff that's coming up on the horizon. Actually, this is during the maintenance. So shortly after this video, well, it'll be after the maintenance is over technically. I'm trying to think of when this video is going to go up, and it's probably going to go up before the video I just recorded before this. But either way, we've got some new stuff that's coming around and a couple of things I want to kind of make mention of. So they celebrating 1 million arcs. We have 1 million players basically. So they're handing out a total of 2 million experience over the course or across multiple tickets, and there's also going to be a boost between August 19th to August 26th for all quests that we have in the game. Basically, it's going to have experience boost, rare drop rate boost, rare enemy spawn rate boost, and we're getting experience tickets the entire time. So it's a good time to log in, good time to level up if you're a newer player, doesn't happen to have the or hasn't been playing so far, or if you're someone that's coming back and your recent grind hasn't given you what you wanted. This is going to be on everything. So very, very nice. And of course, they show off the experience tickets and all that good stuff. So all you gotta do is log in. It looks like it's log in each of the days. You get 2 per day, and then log in at least 5 days across the entire week, and you get 6. So pretty big chunk. All you have to do is log in, fairly easy. They're also doing a giveaway, which is kind of crazy. Looks like 300 winners are going to win individual things here. 100 winners could possibly win 10,000 AC. Another 100 winners could possibly win 1,000 SG, and then another 100 winners could just win 10 AC scratches. And this is totally free. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is log into the game. Log in the game 5 times at least, excuse me. So you have to log in the game 5 times. So not only are you getting tons of experience each time you log in, you're also getting a chance to win some free stuff. So there you go. And it's completely free for an entirely free game. So I know. We were actually kind of going over that in the stream actually was people talking about not really getting much from the game, or how the North American servers have been treated, and I don't feel that at all. We've been getting so much free stuff, it's ridiculous. They're just giving it to us for free. Every time they mess up, they give us more free stuff, so hey, by all means, keep going. Anyway, we've got 2 new urgent quests that are on the horizon that are coming up. First one is Dignity of Steel. Yamato basically is just kind of, I mean, it's not a terrible quest. Which is not my favorite kind of quest. I like the big boss quests, but essentially this is one of those. You're fighting through a ton of enemies on top of being bombarded by a giant ship in the background, and then a couple of boss enemies, and then finishing off the ship itself. And there's a second part to the quest itself where we have to fight an AIS to blow up the ship. And then there's some featured weapons that they show off. There's some 13 stars that drop. Now, the interesting thing here though is, and it's kind of a bit odd, since episode 4 has come out, some older quests or older versions of UQs have been dropping 14-star weapons. So a lot of people have been thinking, well, the version of Yamato that we're getting is the older version that doesn't have any 14 stars associated with it. However, we really don't know completely. I mean, it might give it away with the name of how the quest is shown, and maybe they're going to change it up or something along those lines. But there is worth noting that Yamato did get rebalanced and changed later on with increasing certain spawns, with increasing certain drop rates and stuff, things along those lines. But we don't know 100% just yet. I would say take it with a grain of salt. It might be better. It might be just kind of like the same Yamato we had beforehand. But one of the nice things about it is Yamato factor, which is a relatively expensive factor. Keep an eye out. It's very useful for augmenting for certain combinations. Those combinations, couldn't tell you. I always sold it. So those of you guys who are big on augmenting, that's going to be something to keep an eye out for. And those of you guys who are big on making money, going to be something to keep an eye out for on units and even on weapons at high slots. So moving on, we have one other quest, which I actually didn't realize was coming up. It's kind of cool that it's going to be here already. We're actually getting, we're getting Yamato and Mother at the same time. The Lunar Phantasm Matriarch. So it's interesting enough. I was thinking they were going to spread this out a little bit more, but they're kind of doing this a bit quicker, which goes along with what we were saying, or what I was thinking with the stream the other day, was that episode 5 isn't that far away, or isn't as far away as we might think it is. There wasn't a ton of content in episode 4. They kind of did a lot of changes to the way the games, they rebalanced a couple of things, and they pushed things out relatively slow back then, but they might be pushing things out faster. I figured they were going to split up Yamato and Mother, but they didn't, and I'm kind of glad they didn't. That way they gave us 2 new UQs to experience, a boss one as well as kind of a pseudo boss one. This is just a 1-part. Well, I guess technically it is a 2-part in a sense. You do the Ride Roid portion of it, and then you fight Mother which is a 2-part quest as well. She has her arms version. I believe she goes into another phase afterwards. So ride roids and then fight Mother. Fun stuff. And then of course there's a new series of weapons, Astral weapons. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and give like just a quick little summary of these weapons itself. They're strong, not stronger than what we have. They're there, they're available to you. They can be used as like secondary side weapons. I'm not sure if they'll do a collection file like they've done in the past for weapons during this time frame. In episode 4, they started really doing kind of collection files for some of these stronger weapons itself. And I remember using some of these stronger weapons and actually grinding for them because they were very good at the time. However, with the release of Nemesis and Slave weapons a little bit early, well, they were released on time, but their stronger versions were released early compared to the content that we have. These weapons really aren't going to be stronger than what we have. They're more so either going to be a side grade or maybe even weaker. I'm trying to remember how strong they were back in the day, and their potentials were okay, but wasn't anything to freak out over. So there you go. These did have some units that were involved with them as well. So units, there were some new 12-star units that came along with them. So that's kind of cool to look into. I do remember them being a bit defensive as opposed to more offensive units, but we'll have to take a look and see. But that's really about it. That's all we really had to talk about. There's not a lot to go over as far as news in that situation. There's some other news things going on. Of course, there's a new AC scratch. We had the Persona one that popped up, but we've got the Earth Defenders AC scratch that's popping up. Got a new fun scratch that's coming along. The campaign trigger quest thing had already been announced earlier. But basically, as long as you had a character in the game, you're getting a trigger, so that's kind of cool. And that's really about it, guys. Hopefully. Oh, hang on. What is this one? Hold on. Wait. What was this one? Get a Tokyo Gold for playing with people. In August 19th and September 1st, they'll be handing out rewards for those that complete iOS client or... I didn't know about this one. Okay. To complete a client order. Oh, this is actually for a weapon camo. That's actually a pretty solid weapon camo if we complete Party Maneuvers 1 and Party Maneuvers 2, so go ahead and make sure you complete her actual quest. I didn't realize this was even in here or going to be an option, but I know this is a weapon camo some people really, really like, so. Or I think it's like sword and katana or something along those lines. But anyway, let's not let this drag on too terribly long. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, decide about anything in particular. I know some of you guys, this is around the time frame I started playing the game, originally on JP, or this is around the time frame I came back to the game itself. I originally started playing back in episode 3, then came back in episode 4, and it was around this time frame that I came back. So this was like my first jump back in, and these were like my first 13 stars I really chased after, coming back to playing PSO2. So this is kind of like the start for me of when I started playing again, over on the Japanese servers. But yeah, if you guys have anything you're excited for, I know I'm kind of stoked to fight another big boss again, even though I might have to fight it undermanned. That way I get to fight it longer. We'll have to see how strong it actually ends up being compared to our relative player strength. But a like again on the video is much appreciated as always, and it absolves you half for your ad block guilt. The other half is absolved by subscribing, and both are completely free. Subscribing keeps you up to date with all the videos that are going on, and clicking on the bell notification icon lets you know about any of our community posts when they go up and any videos that pop up on as well. Keep in mind, I do post in the community section whenever any streams go live, so if you're not following on Twitter, or if you're not in the Discord and choose not to be, you can always be notified of the streams there if that's what you're looking for. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take off before this one rambles on too terribly long. Thanks again for joining me on this one, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace out.